in CDT or DT, if there's a car that needs reviewing, who are you gonna call? Me. What the... What? Why is my car dead? What? Oh, right, it's the glitched one. Got it. Ghostbusters. Arguably the most well-known, like, sort of ghost franchise of all time. God damn it, it's died again. It's been around for a long while. I think there was, like, another movie recently with the original Ghostbusters sort of handing on the ghostbusting thing to their kids. I have no idea. I have never watched any of the films. But all I do know is that they have this big Cadillac, I guess Hearse, that they drive around in. If this does look familiar, it probably looked more familiar before it was remodelled, back when Season 13 was released the first time. And that's because it's based on this. The Cadillac Eldorado. But this is like an Eldorado Hearse, I guess? Either way, it is pretty cool. You get the little Coke bottle accent line. No, not Coke bottle accent line. Basically painted rear fins and boot. Lots of glass, but I think the really cool thing here is the interior. This is where I've got to do all the tricky camera work. Look at this. It's kind of like an ambulance. I think in the movie it is an ambulance. But look. Coolest thing in the world. Rear-facing seat. It's not often that you get a rear-facing seat in cars, but I love it when you get rear-facing or side-facing seats. There's only one other car which has a seat that doesn't face forward. The limousine. And to be fair, this is long enough to count as a limousine. The Eldorado itself was already big enough, but this one's now got that... Jesus Christ, did you see the lean there? Now got all the equipment on top, and it's got the glass. It's a very big car that has just tried to spit me off. Keeps dying, which is weird. Let me talk about that. This car has a top speed of 183 miles an hour when fully tuned. Unfortunately, oh, it's killed itself again. It can't reach that. The moment the speedo clicks to 160 miles an hour, the entire car, basically the pedals stop work, well, the accelerator just won't work. Watch this. I'm in 6th, here we go, 140, 150, there's 159, and look, I'm doing everything I can. Look, I can still steer, I can still brake, but it's stuck near the top of the rev range in 7th, and it won't work again until you get out and get back in. Now, I don't think this will really be a problem when we do the fast lap, but just got to keep it in mind. Anyway, other cool things about this. Well, I can't really think of many cool things. It's a big 60s American car, so... Oh! I can think of one cool thing. More movie, well not movie, but pop culture connections. It's based on an Eldorado. Big Eldorado Cadillac. Oh, it's killed itself again. But one cool thing about the Eldorado is that Elvis Presley had an Eldorado. That's pretty cool. So, both Ghostbusters and Toilet Ghosts. That was a god-awful pun. I really need my editor back so that we can streamline the script more. Up until it kills itself, it's actually really quite quick. The numbers are climbing really quickly. But the big problem with the speed is that the moment you go past 160, because you're like, yes, more power, look at this, I'm invincible, oh, I've died again. So you gotta go and reset the car. It's an enormous downside to this thing. Now, usually I'd be like, oh, it's just a glitch, you know, just try not to do it. The fact that I have to constantly keep checking the speedo to make sure I don't exceed 160 because it's such a quick accelerator. There we go again. Oh no, we haven't. Okay. It's just really, really annoying. Hopefully the glitch gets fixed in this week's update. And then we can, you know, maybe change the review a little bit in later times or something. I don't know. You tell me. But the big problem lies in the corners. It is an enormous car. So it's also really heavy. You get oversteer, you get understeer. Watch as I brake steer. Did you see the tyre marks? I think the worst bit is the body roll. Like, look at this. It's like driving something with suspension made of blancmange. It's genuinely a death trap. Oh, and I've killed it again. Anyway, so yeah, this thing is lethal. Absolutely lethal. You cannot drive this around corners at all. You are just going to crash it. And it's real bum, to be honest. Really. Something with so much performance and yet, it all comes apart. Remember what I said about it being really unbalanced? I just clipped the curb over there between those two trees and flipped it. Come on. Get back on your wheel. You rubbish thing. Ah! Moving swiftly on from that. Oh, okay, right. Let's go drifting. Try not to flip it this time. Here we go. In handbrake. Okay. It's interesting. It's a heavy car, but the handling is so bad that you can get the back end out quite easily. Like, look at that. It's... it handles a bit drunkenly, to be honest. So it's not smooth controlled drift, you sort of... You press the handbrake in the middle of the corner, like this. And then desperately try and get it back, rather than smooth, consistent drifts. Takes a bit of getting used to, but it can drift. It's just not very fun to do so. Which is a bit of a shame. Huh. I have been doing some testing of it here, trying to see where I'm going to need to not go past 160. It's all pretty much good until the last straight, where you're a bit tight, let's say. But we should be all good. Let's see, here we go. Something tells me that it won't be very fun to drive around here. It'll be more sort of, please don't crash, I'm going to die. That was at least what I thought it was going to be like. And I was proven right. Here we go. Oh, there's the understeer and there's the oversteer. It's all twitchy. Did you see that? Keeps trying to spit me off. Nice, smoothly hit the apex. Then get a bit of power on down here. Brake. Brake. There we go. Took me ages to get that corner right. And then... Oop. Bit more oversteer through there. 120, 130, 140... 45.2. What a rubbish time. And the car's been killed again. So... if there's something strange that's trying to reach your neighbourhood, it's probably this, but the person oversped it on the motorway and then it died. It's a real shame. I was so looking forward to liking this as a meme car, but it's not even a meme car, it's just flat out bad. It's a real disappointment, and I am let down. Very much let down. So, on that incredible disappointment, thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon.